Alright, this is just another trade recap of this week, Tuesday, once again on gold. The main pairs I trade, actually, I should clarify, gold, GU, EU, sometimes UJ, or I like GJ as well. But those are the pairs, more Forex, that simply work for me, and supply and demand trading. This was the trade I ended up taking. Nice, decent R&R, but whatever, we don't really care about that. It's just a really good win. Anyways, so coming out of Asia, I'm not sure why, but recently Asia has been pumping for gold specifically. Like this week, Asia has had some huge moves, but we can't complain. It's left a few good zones for us to trade off of. Anyways, I ended up using a 15-minute zone. I went for a refined zone, so pretty much all a refined zone is trading off of the body rather than the wick. The only time this will be used is obviously you can take it from your own experience, but I use it personally when the bottom, so you've got the zone here, right? This is the zone wick. If the bottom of this wick has not been closed below by the next candle, then it's invalidated. You just need to use the refined zone because clearly price has come down to this area on the wick, as you can see, but it hasn't been able to close below this price. So clearly orders aren't strong enough to push price below, meaning you're just going to be left in a little bit more drawdown or whatever you want to call it when you're entering the trade. That's I that's the only real way I can try and explain it. Anyways, we got a 30-minute zone here as well. It just gave us a little bit more confidence. Um, Sorry, no, I didn't enter off of the 30-minute. We just got a 30-minute zone there. Anyways, I ended up taking off of the 5-minute, which was my entry. I didn't actually take off the 5-minute zone because there were just so many wicks moving into it. I wasn't really a fan. But regardless, same thing as always. Cop the breaker structure within the singular move down. We'll just draw it out in the 15. You can see that. Clear breaker structure here and there. Mitigated, well, sorry, made inversion fair value gap. Move below this. It's filling the fair value gaps like it's nothing. Anyways, moving down as we start to go through, it starts leaving, obviously, few wicks and stuff like that. We close below Asia lows once again. I'm not like huge on. I know the last few videos price has closed below Asia or closed above Asia depending on whether I'm taking a long or a short. That's not really a needed confluence, but obviously it always helps. Just looking at things as simple as that and noticing them. Regardless, got supply zone up here. This is a bigger supply zone than I'd like to take usually, but you know, beggars can't be choosers, and if you like the zone, take it. Don't be greedy, and I guess move your stuff around to try and get a bigger RR or more money. That's not how this works. Anyways, obviously leaving a bit of inducement here again with like each of these three highs. You can call them inducement, liquidity sweeps, whatever, it doesn't really matter. Anyways, let's play this out. Starts to come down, gives us a low. I think this is the low I ended up targeting here. Yeah, that's where I ended up targeting. Right about here. So, anyways, going into it, moving up, we've got this inducement. I think it takes one and rejects it a little bit. So here, sorry, took this, rejected it a little bit. It just gave it just gave me a little bit more confidence when entering the trade. Like you want to see these like just little rejections off of these highs, little rejection. Obviously here it just like once again plummeted to our entry, but as you can see, 10 10:30 Sydney time, New York opens. It's currently 10 o'clock. We're not in that 15-minute like session yet. Anyways, regardless, we get tapped in. Let's play it out. Come straight down, and because it was off of the 15-minute zone, we did still close out of the zone on the 5-minute, which you'll have to see. But if you look at the 15, it is so much more like it is really, really clean. When you get price to tap into the zone and you see it reject this hard, it pretty much just gives you you can just move break even at that point and manage your trade. It's really as simple as that. So moving here, Obviously you can see, what's it called? I think, actually no, sorry, this is one that I had a little bit of a stuff up on because I ended up moving my stop loss from break even. I took partials here at these lows on the 3 minute maybe. Yeah, I took partials here. I took partials here, and sorry, wait, I'm getting really confused. I took partials here at the top of this 5 minute demand zone rather than supply zone. I already said take partials here. Anyways, my full TP was here, and regardless, when New York opened, I completely forgot New York had opened, and I was looking at the 1 minute chart. So I was moving stop loss down, 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 and I moved my stop loss here because I thought if it breaks structure up of this high, then surely like my conviction's lost. It's gonna go back to break even, so let's secure profits here. Stupidly, that was literally New York Open, and obviously we're gonna get a rage of volume here. That's obviously what it did. If you look at the 5 minute, it was perfect. 5 minute just came up. All it wanted to do was retest a fair value gap as well as an inverse, grab some more liquidity before heading back down to actually hitting the TP. So I stuffed up on that one, but regardless, you can see, boom, straight down, knock TP. Actually got lucky because I think the rest of the day ended up just running straight back up. But regardless, this was my trade. Had inducement here, inducement here. It was a nice 15-minute zone lined up with a 30-minute zone. I don't know about the hourly. I'm not 100% sure about that. Would you look? We even got an hourly zone that gave a break of structure. Down here, hourly zone. Like, how much more conviction do you need, really? This is a really nice trade. I like it. Although it wasn't like the biggest RR you could get, it was just nice. Like high time frame analysis, all the way all the way down to the lower time frame, obviously 5 minute, which is what I enter off of. They all lined up clean, and you end up getting something like this. So yeah, this was, when was it? Tuesday, this week's trade. Little 1 to 4.3 RR. Not greatest, but clean trade. Once again, wick entry. We do love those, and yeah.